Hi guys, so I'm doing something a little bit different today. Like, the YouTube channel name is Misha's Manic Musings, so it's been a little bit all of the same at the moment, so I thought I would do something more about one of my other loves in life. Apart from makeup, apart from books, which will soon be on the channel I'm sure, my other love is films, as you can gather from what we're looking at here. Oh, Laurel and Hardy down the bottom there. There's quite a few, and they don't all fit in the shot. So on the top left there, that's all my Disney animations. So we've got Blu-rays, steelbooks, and one DVD. Then the next couple of rows down here is Blu-rays. So that's, I don't have a big collection, I've only been collecting them for maybe a couple of years now, something like that. So I don't have a big collection. And then along the very bottom row that you can just see is TV shows. That's also TV shows in there as well that I need to watch. And then there's my DVDs, which I'm gradually cutting down on. The ones that I can find on Blu-ray, unless the extras are different, I just get rid of the DVDs. But apart from that, that's them all. So that's just a quick overview. Let's get into the actual video. I'm not going to go into too much detail about these. I mean, some of them I have and haven't watched. I am not particularly keen on Halle Berry. I like her in some stuff, and in other stuff I just don't like her. But in this film, she gives an outstanding performance along with Abigail Breslin. And it's definitely, I would agree, it's very claustrophobic. Like, I think I stopped breathing a couple of times during watching this. It's not a film that you can watch often, so it's not like a film you can go back and rewatch and rewatch and rewatch, like Burlesque. I do think if you were going to rewatch this, hence why I haven't opened it, you need a decent break between seeing it and then seeing it again. I know I brought this into my steelbooks because I have the Carrie original film steelbook, and I also have this one, which is the scene for scene remake with Chloe Grace Moretz. I actually think she did quite a good job, and Julianne Moore was brilliant as the mum in this, and I think she brought in a whole different persona to the mum that the original actress was kind of hinting at, but I think Julianne Moore just brought it even more so. But it was good. If you liked the original, you'll maybe not be that keen on this. Basically scene for scene, dialogue for dialogue copy of the original film with some differences, some minor differences. I got this from Lovefilm, and although it hasn't made me want to read the book, because again, it's a Stephen King book, I've said this already, I'll say it again, I haven't read too many of his books. My dad has them all, and he does not like this book. Along with this and Lacey's Story, he said this was one of the worst Stephen King books. Good premise, but not the best book. And for me, Stacey Keach, for me, I think it has a good premise, like obviously cell phones taking over. The reason I got this film, and I wasn't expecting to get it on Blu-ray, but the reason I did get this film was because of the final scene. And I think I switched off the film, what the hell just happened, and that scene has still stuck with me. And it just freaked me out that much. Now tell me if this does not make you sing the Diana Ross song in your head. Or the Steps song. Whichever era you're from. Steps. I bought this quite recently. I saw it and I was like, oh, there's a film I haven't seen in quite a few years. And it's like you watch Speed, and then this was like his next release, I'm pretty sure, and it's like, What happened? Your hair grew long, you lost all the muscle, what happened? It's a good film. I haven't, again, seen it in quite a few years, and I just bought it because I wanted to, again, revisit it, and it is a good film. I don't think it's quite up to the standard. I think he was perhaps looking to get away from his speed persona a little bit. The heavily muscled, crew cut gorgeousness. I love Kevin Smith films. They will be coming up quite a lot during this. I haven't particularly liked his most recent films. And I didn't particularly like this when I first saw it either. But I don't think I was... I think I was wanting another Jay and Silent Bob movie, which I wasn't going to get. But I think... Look how young he is. I think it's another one of those films that I think, to me, gets better the more you've seen it. There's a little boy cycling around outside. Don't like Clerks. I wasn't that keen on Mallrats, and I haven't actually got either of them on Blu-ray. I do have them both on DVD, and I'm pretty sure I have a 10th anniversary special edition. Oh look, there's Click. I need to get rid of that. Yes, 10th anniversary edition. If I were to get it on Blu-ray, I wasn't keen on it. It was full of too many references that I didn't quite get, and Kevin Smith does that a lot. Another Adam Sandler film. I don't think I have too many more. I don't have like Billy Madison, obviously, since we're now on Seas, or Waterboy or anything like that. I think I prefer his later films. I do like the idea of this. I think I have one more film coming up, actually. I've just thought about it. I do like this film. No, I don't have the next one coming up because that's The Cobbler. I don't have that on Blu-ray yet. I enjoy this and The Cobbler, the message that it sends out. I think they're both really good, and I wasn't expecting to like either of them. A different actor wouldn't have given quite the performance. I'm not actually sure why I have this film. I think at some point I thought I'm going to go back and rewatch it. I don't remember loving it the first time I saw it, and I think I've only seen it once that I can remember. It was quite a weird film, but it does have a decent amount of extras. I do need to go back and rewatch it at some point because I really don't remember much about it now, and it has been quite a few years since I've seen it. So I think that's the only reason I got it on Blu-ray, was just to go back, revisit it at some point, and see if I'm still feeling the same about it. A film that I can watch over and over and that I do on a regular basis is Coyote Ugly. I love this film. It's just so good, and I mean, it is a little bit dated now. I mean, the outfits and everything is just terribly late 90s, early 2000s. But Piper Perabo, I'm not sure how to pronounce her surname, one of the two, or someone completely different, is brilliant in this film. And so is Maria Bello. Now, for some reason I can't get hold of Crank for... I mean, it just seems ridiculously expensive for a Blu-ray. It doesn't seem cheap at all. I think the last time I checked it was something like £11–12, and I mean, I would pay that for a steelbook, but I'm not going to pay that for a Blu-ray. Double standards, I know. But I do like both of these films. I think Jason Statham and Amy Smart together are really good. Amy Smart was also in Butterfly Effect, and she was really good in that. And I haven't watched this because I want to watch the first one and then this one again. I love this film, and I know I've recommended it to a couple of people and they've been like, this is crap, but it's good. It's cliched, and it's crap in its own way because it's quite overly bad sometimes. I mean, the acting can be a little off occasionally, and it's not that well known a film. But when you have Johnny Depp, Ricky Lake, Tracy Lords as well, Iggy Pop as well, he's in this film. And I mean, you put all of them together, and it's done by John Waters, so of course it's going to be, again, one of those films that you'll see or you'll not see. But it is really, really good, and I really enjoy it, and I go back and rewatch it every so often. I also have the soundtrack, and I was quite disappointed, like, first couple of times after seeing this, and I realised it wasn't actually Johnny Depp singing. Now, I read the book before seeing the film. I'm not sure that Charlize Theron quite matched the vision that I had in my head for the lead character. And I'm not sure Nicholas Hoult did either. I pictured his character as older. I don't know, the description of Libby in the book is completely different to Charlize Theron. The book was good. Strangely enough, I have not liked any other of the Gillian Flynn books. Gone Girl was okay. I mean, it was hyped up like to the max. I didn't really like the book or the film. I struggled with the book really. And I've tried Sharp Objects, I think it was, and I didn't like that one either. No air, no escape, no time. I love this film. I haven't watched it again recently. I'm trying to get some of my steelbooks watched so I can open them for a steelbook update. But this is brilliant. It's films like this that like threats and worrying for people and everything like that. I love them, I really do, and I always come out of them thinking, right, I need to sleep with the lights on and everything like that. But Sylvester Stallone gives a stunning performance in this, as he does with most of his films. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Days of Thunder. I like this, and I like Far and Away. I've had Far and Away on order from Amazon on Blu-ray, and I really don't think I'm going to get it. Because it's been like since January or something, and they keep sending me emails saying, oh yeah, you're still going to get it. Never do. So, hopefully at some point I will actually get it, or I'll have to look for it at a different price, and even then I still think it was about £8-9, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go for it. But I did order that and season 2 of Chicago Fire, and they cancelled Chicago Fire. I was like, because I wasn't gonna get it at the bloody good price they had it for, or their suppliers couldn't supply it. This is a good film. It's very, very, very dated now, and obviously we have Tom Cruise, we have Nicole Kidman. They were a good couple. I prefer them more in Far and Away to this, but it's one of my favourite films if I want to feel young again. I watch Far and Away, and me and one of the girls at work used to just be like, tell me you like my hat. You're not wearing a hat. Tell me you like my hat, but with an Irish accent, which I can't do. I like the Nicholas Sparks books, obviously. There's a couple of the films that I haven't liked, and I can't think of one of them off the top of my head just now. I actually gave up on it. It just wasn't that good. And I do like this one. There's not really a lot you can say about these. They're a little bit forgettable at times. They all kind of blend into each other and you never know which film you're thinking about. I like this film. I like Denzel Washington. But I think this film, like the whole time travel element, which I love time travel films, time travel books. I just love the whole idea of it. I think this was good. It had a couple of little issues, and big Amazon sticker there. I haven't seen it again since I bought it. It is unsealed, but I think I bought it, yeah, used. Very good. I mean, seriously, who does not love this film? I can hear a couple of people saying no right now, but I love it. I remember recording this off the TV and I missed like the first I don't know how many minutes, but I actually missed his whole, Wesley Snipes' his whole intro and how he came to be in. And it was only when I got I think it was the DVD, and I actually realised that my recording had missed an entire chunk of the film, which was unfortunate. I just love how they think the future is going to look. And I mean, it's 2032. It's 2017 at the moment, so we're more than halfway there. And this is a good film. I think Sylvester Stallone gives another brilliant performance in it. Sandra Bullock is a little unbearable in this. She is not quite the kooky self that she came to be later on. I don't actually know if I'm going to keep this film. I saw it, I liked it, and I think I was reading the first book when I saw this, and then I went on to read the rest of the books and hated them. Particularly the last one. And it kind of shows as well, because this was released on film and then the second one was released on film. And correct me if I'm wrong, but has the third one now been a straight to DVD release or straight to TV, something like that? I remember reading about it. I haven't unsealed this, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it. It's always worrying when there's a bunch of randoms walking the street, door knocking outside, and one of them looks at the window, which I'm currently filming in front of, sees me standing there and then comes and knocks at the door, and I haven't answered it because they're probably looking for money or something like that. But I'm hoping he thought he saw a ghost now. That would be quite funny. Next one up is Dogma. Now, as far as I'm aware, this isn't a actual release. It's either Spanish or Italian, something like that. I got it on eBay and then instantly had a panic when I realised this was all in a completely different language. And it does play, thankfully, so that's fine. I was kind of worried that I'd actually bought something and it wasn't actually going to play. So, as far as I'm aware, there's not a specific UK release of this. I might be wrong in saying that, but it wasn't that expensive at the time. And the only thing that bugs me is it's a fair, and it's upside down. The spine is actually upside down. It's fairly narrow, as you can see, compared to others, so slimline case. Another great film, another one that leaves me terrified afterwards. I really enjoy watching this film. And Bob Hoskins is in it. What more could you want? Again, it's not a special release. I don't like these things where they come on the screen while you're watching the movie. I want to watch the movie. I'm not particularly keen on these, which is quite disappointing, as the only other additional feature is the feature commentary. Another great film, and same as Doomsday, this scares the living crap out of me. And I like the fact that Justin Long is in it as well. Got a decent amount of extras as well. I don't think this film stands up to repeat watches. I love it, and I have loved it since the first time I saw it, but I do think it gets a little boring after a while. I do think there needs to be a good chunk of time between watches. I do love Zach. I need to find out the correct pronunciation at some point, because I loved him in True Calling as well, which was, I think, probably the first time I actually saw him, like, before he became big because of The Hangover and everything. And he is a scene stealer, but he gets quite annoying in this film, and So does Robert Downey Jr. though. They both get quite annoying, especially when you've seen it more than once.